My father said we're not Democrats or Republicans. We don't advocate hatred or disrespect, yet we do advocate self-preservation. And he also told me that don't trust anybody that is a Democrat or Republican because they're in for their own personal reasons and interests, and that they are extremists to the left and to the right. He said it's obvious what's going on with the Democratic Party. They don't lost their minds. They advocating the moral decline of society. But on the other hand, he told me to be very careful of those Negroes that's advocating for the Republican Party, because one thing for sure, they have a certain type of interest, and it's all based on financial gain. And as long as the Republican Party can offer them some type of financial gain, they are in it to win it. They don't care about anything else, and they'll tell you that you can do just the same. But a lot of times, you got to have some type of connection. You got to, you got to get in and be a part of a certain group, but you're always going to be a subgroup. And that's what my father told me, that being a Democrat or Republican, you're going to be a subgroup. You're never going to be actually hand in hand, toe to toe, sized up with any, so-called white man leader of these parties, or even the mindset that governs this party. You're always going to be a Negro. And he said that so-called blacks are so ignorant in this day and time. They see that these people, they've been playing the Marley game, like the 3-card Marley or 4-card Marley, and Democrats and the Republicans are on the same side. They offer different venues or avenues, but at the end of the day, the big agenda is to cast the spell on the minds of the masses, put us to sleep, and move towards their major and overall agenda that both sides support. So I'm like, this is crazy, and I'm not down with the get down or none of that. My father also told me that so-called black people are weak because they believe that the Democrats or the Republican Party is the answer to cancer, when both parties have failed us miserably since our sojourner here in the United States. They give us a little crumbs. The Democrats give us a little bit of crumbs. The Republicans give us a little bit of crumbs. But our father said, what was the Republican Party doing this civil rights era? What was their position in civil rights? What did they do in the 60s and the 70s to advocate, the advancement of so-called blacks? Even though that the Democratic Party of the day has lost their minds morally, but that was the party that carried the flag that help us to, assimilate into the society. I'm not talking about the Dixiecrats. I'm talking about the sincere individuals, that actually passed laws and legislations that assisted so-called blacks. Right now today, the Republicans haven't done nothing. I'm talking about absolutely nothing in the modern days of time. People talk about, back when the Republican Party first began. That's today. That Republican Party don't exist. Today's Republican Party is the MAGA party, maggots, whatever. But that party is a party that has an agenda, and so-called Negroes will be expendable at the end of the day. They're going to use you, and once they finish using you, they're going to throw you to the side, just like the trash that they think that you are when they're together communicating among so-called melon recessive people. And this is the thing. So-called blacks have to get their own party. European Caucasians cannot deliver, what needs to be delivered in this day and time as the leaders of the United States. So-called melanated people must go in, lay the foundation for a balanced party, a party that's not polarized to the left or the right, that's going to have a certain type of understanding about the needs of the people, and do it. They say, oh, this can't happen because all the money over here and all the money over there. Well, how did the Republican Party ever come into existence if this can't happen? They were the Whig Party. So don't believe so-called Negroes from the left or the right. Use your own mind. Use your own moral compass, because both of these parties have a sense of immorality if it comes to sexualizing children or having money as their god. And I can't forget about the so-called white nationalist law of attraction that is attracted to the Republican Party. Every white nationalist group in the United States support the Republicans. Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, KKK, neo-Nazis, whatever party, whatever group you can think about that are based in hate is associated with this party, and you cannot deny it. Not no so-called black or so-called European, Caucasian, so-called white person. Facts.